In this tutorial, we're going to do a quick overview of scores in Enrollment Manager. We use scores to capture any kind of score. While we typically think of standardized test scores, such as SAT, ACT, and GMAT, the score entity can be used for other types of scores as well, such as predictive modeling scores. That is, the likelihood that a student is to apply or to enroll. It can also be used for a calculated GPA that you might have for students. You can also use scores to capture things like reader ratings when you're doing application review or scholarship competition ratings. Scores can be made up of not only a parent score or a total, but any subscores as well. For instance, an SAT score is actually stored as 4 separate records in Enrollment Manager. There's the SAT parent score, or the total, as well as subscores for the SAT mathematics, critical reading, and writing portions. In addition, Enrollment Manager includes a high score calculation based on the rules of your college or university. High score is something that's typically set up as part of your initial transition. Let's take a quick look at the data structure of Enrollment Manager to understand where scores fit. First of all, we have the person record, and the person record contains a number of child tables, including things for race, relationships, addresses, opportunities, and scores. The opportunity record will have child records of its own for things like interests and app requirements. Today we're going to be focused on the right side of this diagram where we're looking at scores and subscores. So let's take a look at how you will enter that information. First, we're going to navigate to the person record. Here we've got Jackie Simpson's record open, and when we click on the scores entity in the left-hand menu, you'll see the Add New Score button will appear at the top in your ribbon. Clicking that button will take you to the initial scores page where you can enter your parent score. So here we're going to enter in an SAT score. We're going to indicate the source, which is the testing service, as well as the score itself. There's also a place to put a score percentile. This is an optional field. When I've entered that information, I click Save. And once I do, you'll see that the Add Subscores grid is now available just beneath. Here you can enter any number of additional subscores. To start with, we're going to enter in the SAT math score of 650, and once we have the test name and the score, we're going to click on the Save icon off to the right. And now we've added one subscore for our SAT. Using those same two fields and the Save button, we can continue to add additional subrecords as needed. Once we've completed entering our subrecords, we'll click the Save and Close button in the upper left-hand ribbon. That's just a quick overview of the scores information. If you need additional details, you can consult your knowledge base or contact user support.